Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. वासनायां प्रवृद्धायां व्यस्तत्यत्ववादिनां सन्मात्रावबोधयुक्तं च दृष्ट्वा विस्मयते बुधः. Once we are convinced that this world is an illusion or this space is an illusion, then when we see the other people, the ignorant one, they take this thing to be very real. Then the wise people only laugh at them. What can be done? There was one Mahatma who was abused by somebody. And he was calm and quiet, no disturbance. So his disciple asked, Sir, I will settle account with him. He is abusing. He said, yes, when you take something, you must return. If you have taken, then you return. Have you not taken? Then he said, look here. Suppose somebody is sleeping, and in that sleep, he is talking all rubbish. Will you go and fight with that sleeping man? What will you say? Oh, he is sleeping, forget about it. In the same manner, what you think he is awake, for me he is sleeping. How true it is. When we take this world real, then only the problems come. See, friends, you are the reality, not the world. In Mumbai, one elderly gentleman asked me this question. Swamiji, I always have this problem. When I die, what will happen to my wife, my children, my property, my house? What will happen? I said, look here, when I am there, then my wife is possible. When I am there, then my business is possible. When I is not there, where is the question of my wife? See? So where the whole world is existing. See, friends. Again, colors and forms existing in the vision. Sense organs existing in the mind. Mind existing in the intellect. Intellect existing in the life. Life existing in the energy. Energy belongs to the divine. So where is everything? See? Now, from the vision's point of view, colors and forms are illusions. Why? Because colors and forms do not influence the vision. Red color doesn't make the vision red. Green color doesn't make the vision green. So from the vision's point of view, the vision is the cause and colors and forms are the effects. Effects cannot influence the cause. So, now you are 50 of you are here. If 500 are added, is it a burden to my eyes? No. If you all disappear, who cares? Eyes are the same. Similarly, when my eyes are closed, there is no loss to the mind. Mind is intact. So from the mind's point of view, vision is illusion. Then come to the intellect. Intellect is the seat of discrimination, wisdom. Mind is the seat of likes and dislikes. So I like sweet, but doctor told if you take 1 teaspoonful of sugar, kindly organize for your funeral. Why? It is so dangerous now for you to take sweet. Mind says, I like it. Intellect says, marna hai kya? Then intellect is able to govern the mind. For from the intellect's point of view, mind Likes and dislikes have no value. Just observe this. You don't have to do anything. I like green color. Why do you like green color? No logic. I don't like eggplant. Why? I don't like. If you are a Punjabi, for Punjabis, eggplant, bangan da bharta is a delicacy. Friends, no logic. So our whole life is lived under the influence of likes and dislikes, which has no reason, or our life is lived under under the umbrella of wisdom, meaning intelligently or emotionally. So when we come to the mind, intellect, then from intellect's point of view, mind is an illusion. Now from the intellect you go further to come to the life. From life's point of view, intellect has no meaning. Like in the deep sleep, life is there, no intellect, but life is still there. Even the idiots are alive. You don't have to be wise to be alive. Life is common. See, friends. Thus, when you start migrating from the periphery of your personality to the center of your personality, then you are able to discover this. That where we are lost at the periphery is only in the illusions. In the morning class I told you what is illusion? Which appears but doesn't exist. Longitudes and latitudes on the globe, are they real? Imaginary. They are useful for navigation. They are useful for pinpointing your GPS. But that doesn't mean they are real. This is where we get lost in this world. Something appears, something is useful, something looks so real, but that doesn't mean it is real. See, friends, in Mundakoparishad one mantra comes. That is my very favorite mantra. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vruksham parishashvajate tayo anyaha pippalam sadumatti anashnan anyaha avichakashiti. On a tree, there are two birds. Sayuja Sakhaya. They are exactly alike each other. Between these two birds, one bird is perching on the fruits of that tree, and when the fruit is sweet, ha ha, he enjoys. When the fruit is bitter, he suffers, oh ho. And the other bird, Anashnan Anyaha Avichakashiti. Other bird doesn't perch on the fruit, on the tree, any fruit. Then he is living in his own glory. Now in this story, it appears we are talking about two. But can you separate the man from the husband? And the tree is the human being, the human body. Now from the same body, one is man and other is husband. So one bird perching on the fruits, enjoying or suffering. Who is enjoying and suffering? Husband. Other one, the man, he doesn't get carried away, therefore avichakashiti, he is enjoying. Therefore, who is real? The one who suffers is real, or those who enjoy who is real? Therefore, all spiritual practices, be happy. Pretend at least. If somebody asks you, how are you? Don't tell the truth. Learn to tell lies. Otherwise, this I have learned. I told you, you are all my gurus. I learned this from one Punjabi old lady. It was my mistake. I asked her. I said, Amma, how are you? If you want to make any old person happy, ask them about their health. and don't listen. They will continue non-stop. I did that mistake. And then Swami, better. And as if it is Ramayana Katha going on. And then she started. See, when I got down out of the bed in the morning, I got my ankle twisted and it is so painful, I tell you. Oh, I can't bear it. Then the pain started migrating toward the calf and the knees and all that. Swamiji, it was so live demonstration. I started getting the pain. Don't tell the truth. If somebody does a mistake, don't take a revenge. Simply tell, how are you? I am on the top of the world. But those words must carry that meaning. Otherwise, how are you? Oh, on the top of the world. Not that way. When the words carry the meaning, then the life is real. Otherwise, it is something like, I love you, I love you. Therefore, when we have thus come to this point, Vasanayam pravruddhayam vya satyatva adinam sanmatra bodha yuktam cha drushta vismayate buddha. Therefore, wise people don't get influenced by anything in this world because they know it is just an illusion appearance. So please understand this very important point. Illusion appearance does not mean you don't experience. See the effect of illusion and appearance. What is the effect? Effect is only twofold. You don't suffer, you enjoy. And second thing, you don't desire. What is God realization? Kathopanishad tells, Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishritaha atha martyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. When we are able to live at zero desire levels, no desire. No desire means what? Oh Lord, thy will be done. No choice. Give yourself zero choice. You are in tune with Him. Friends, this is how life becomes very easy. But when we are in this world, oh God, how many projects, I had to do this, I had to do that. Relax, relax. You know, in Bombay, people are like the bulls. Whenever they see the red light, they charge fast. Therefore, what the government has done, on that place, a red light, they have written, relax. So when you see the red light, don't charge, relax. In the same manner, we have to learn to relax in life. Don't take life too seriously. When we were not here, nothing was lacking. When we leave this world, nothing will lack. If our earlier absence and later absence makes no difference, what difference our presence is going to make? See, friends, therefore, we are thus decided the space is an appearance doesn't exist. After this, now we go to the next Panchamahabhut. Evam akasha mityatve sat satyatve cha vasite nyayena anena vaivadehe sadvastu pravivichata. Now we'll try to prove properly how the air is merely an appearance and it doesn't exist. See. One day, a great saint got up in the morning and he had disciples around him. And he was crying. So the disciples came and said, Guru Maharaj, why are you crying? I had to tell you, I had a very bad dream. But you only taught us dreams are illusions. No, you don't understand. I had such a bad dream. Nobody should have such a dream. But anyway, it was a dream. But you don't allow me to talk. Okay, sir, please. Do you know? I dreamed that I am a butterfly. Anyway, it was a dream, forget. No. Then my question is, Whether your guru dreamed that he is a butterfly or the butterfly is dreaming that he is a guru. Who is who? See, friends, when your inquiry goes in that depth, then you have learned to scuba dive. Then the truth is revealed. Therefore, sad vastuni ane ekadeshastha maya tatra ekadeshagam vyat tatra api ekadeshagato vayu prakalpitaha. Now this comes in our Puranas, the calculations. How they have come, I do not know. Many times these intelligent people, they are unnecessarily wasting their time in this nonsense. Now tell me, in our Khagol Shastra, Jyotisha Shastra, the movement of the planets is told. It is so accurate. Isn't it? It's accurate. So do you think somebody, some Rishi went there and waiting, Shani Mara aaya, how it was? It is all intuitive knowledge. Intuitive knowledge is beyond the scope of logic. All the great masters live not in the logical platform, but they live in the intuitive plane. And therefore, here it is said, 1/10 of the total space is the air. 1/10 of the air space area is the fire. 1/10 of the fire is the water. 1/10 of the water is the earth. Now also we know 9/10 is the water and 1/10 is the earth. It's already established. So taking that into account, sad vastuni ekadeshastha maya tatra eva ekadeshagam. So the sad vastu, the existence, absolute reality is infinite. And in that infinite reality, in one corner, in one place, in one spot, the Maya is imagined, and vyat tatra api ekadeshagataha. And there also, in that Maya, in one corner, the space is imagined. And in that space, again, 1/10 of the space, vayuhu prakalpitaha. Then the air is imagined. Further, now what is the air? Shosha, Sparshav, Gatir, Vegaha, Vayu, Dharma, Ime, Mataha. The space, the air has the following qualities. It dries, it is touched, it has got the speed. These are the qualities of the air. Tatra Swabhava San Maya Vyomnam Tepi Vayugaha. In addition to this, the original qualities of the air, there are additional qualities. Which are those? Sat, air is, Sat is associated with the air. Then Maya, although Sat is, but it is not independently existing. If the Sat is removed, it is an illusion, therefore it is Maya. And Vyomna, and the space has the quality, the sound. Therefore, Vayu Astiti Sadbhavaha, space is the Sat. Then Sato Vayu Pruthakrute Nistatva Rupata. If the air and the space are air and the existence are separated, air has no existence, this is Maya Swabhava, and Vyoma Godhani. And the sound is the quality of the space which is associated with the air. Thus, air has got its own qualities plus the Sadvastu plus the quality of the space plus the quality of the Maya. In this manner, the air has got so many of them. Now, here one doubt is raised. A very beautiful doubt. When I was studying it, I was so thrilled. Sato anuvrutti sarvatro vyomno neti pureritam vyoma anuvrutti adhuna katham na vyahatam vachaha. Sir, last time you told in the 67th verse, it comes that भिन्ने व्य सती शब्द भेदात बुद्धि वेदस्य भेदतः वायवादिशो अनुवृत्तम सन ननु नतु व्योमेति भेदति. In the air, there is no space, it's only air. But now you are telling here that the air is also included along with the space and existence. How it is? The teacher explains on this doubt. See, Chidranuvrittir na iti purvokti aduna viyat shabdanuvritti evokta vachaso vyahati kutaha. What we told earlier, that like the space, only the sound quality is associated with the air and not the earlier quality, which is the emptiness. Space is emptiness, but the air is not emptiness. And therefore, we have not contradicted our statement. Therefore, what we have to understand, existence superimposed with the space. Now the space is superimposed with the air. So, what are the contents of the air? Existence, then the Maya, who is superimposing, and then the qualities of the space called as the sound, plus the qualities of the air itself. All these things together constitute the space. Nanu, again a question and doubt is raised. Nanu, sadvastu parthakyat asatvam chetana katham. But when you say if the sat is not there, then the space cannot exist. Therefore, avyakta maya vaishamyat amayaya mata iti. No. Therefore, if you say if you remove the existence from the air, then air cannot exist. There also the Maya will also not exist. So absence of the Maya is the presence of the reality. And therefore the air is real and not the unreal. This is how a funny logic is brought out. Now this doubt is explained. Nistattva Rupa etat atra Maya to prayojika. Now what we are studying, we should understand. Be attentive. Many a time when we study something, our mind goes here and there. And as a result, main theme is forgotten. See? Like I'll give one example. Some examples are given in our scriptures to make a point. But if that point is not understood, we start getting here and there. Now one common example I had given, when I was talking about this, that the infinite cannot be comprehended by a person who is lost in the finite. He cannot comprehend. Then, how to tell him this? Then some stories are told. Like the other day I was telling somebody, I was in South Africa in the Good Shepherd's Retreat Center. And somebody came and listening to the talk, it was free. After the evening lecture, we used to go for a walk, nice hilly mountainous area. That one man, a white person, he used to ask me questions with a view to make me irritated. All rubbish questions. And I used to, for every question, I used to tell a story. So after one day gone, second day gone, third day, we had a 4-day retreat. Third day, again he asked. So again I told story. I am not short of stories. So when we came back to our evening satsang, bhajan kirtan, he also came. Like other people did, touching my feet and doing namaskar. He also did that way. I was surprised. And then he said, "You are Jesus for me." I said, "Please don't crucify me." Let me be alive. Then he said, on the Sermon on the Mount, this is exactly, so many beautiful parables were told which conveyed all the deep meaning. All my questions you answered only through the parables. Therefore I am telling you. In short, what we have to understand, that which cannot be told, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, it is indicated, related through some stories. But those who are unable to understand the moral of the story, they get lost in the story. So, when I was telling the story, that there was a fish which came to a well, and There was a frog in the fish, in the well. The frog started asking, "Who are you? Where from you have come? What is your name?" So when answers were given, finally he came to a point. So, how much is the water in your ocean? So he said, "I can't tell you. Come, let us see." And when they went there, then the frog kept quiet. He didn't ask a question. When you reach your essential nature, you have no question. Therefore, questions will take you away from yourself. This was the moral of the story. But again, that one old man sitting in the front, he asked a question. This he has not caught. He said, "My question is, how the fish has gone to the well?" And telling very seriously. And after asking this question, he was looking around the audience. Now what can I talk? But I had to reply. Then I said, "Oh, he went by Kingfisher Airlines." Meaning what? One kingfisher bird caught him and fell down there. So we have to understand the moral of the story. Now what is happening with this person? What we are trying to discuss, that thus on the absolute existence, space is superimposed. Then on the same existence, air is superimposed. Then on the same existence, fire is superimposed. Instead of understanding that the process of superimposition, he is getting lost and asking all unwanted questions. See, friends, therefore, be very attentive. We have all learned so many things. But have we ever learned how to think? Everything we have to learn. How to ride a bicycle, how to make chapati. Everything we have to learn. But when it comes to thinking, neither our parents taught us, nor the school colleges teach us, nor anybody teaches us how to think. Now, how to think on the spiritual path. They teach us how to think in the worldly things. Dekho beta, you have to tell that I am giving you special discount. You have to tell that. But daddy, this is wrong. Then you will not be able to do business, okay? Do what I am telling. So the boy says, "See, I am telling you what my daddy tells, but this is not true, okay?" See, friends. So how to think? This process is extremely important to know. See? Similarly, how to study the scriptures, how to analyze the mantras. This is the purpose of this Panchadashi. In the seventh chapter, one mantra is taken for exhaustive treatment. Atmanam chet vijaniyat ayam asmiti purushaha kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anushajvare. If we take a simple English translation, you will hardly get anything out of it. If one comes to know about the self, why will he think, why will he desire, and for whom? This is a simple meaning. But it doesn't mean anything directly to us. So how to analyze and understand and how to think, it is an art. It is to be learned. And therefore, here the teacher says that you are getting out of the track. Nistatva rupa etatva atra maya mayatva prayojika. Now what we are trying to establish, that like the space, air is also the product of Maya, therefore it is an illusion and the existence is the reality. This is what we are discussing. But you are going here and there, now how can you bring you back? And therefore, those who do not have this ability to be focused, then they get lost. You must have seen, sometimes it happens. You start telling some story, something, and then the Babaji himself asks, what I was telling? You started. Why? Because of the story, they get carried away so much by the story. But why the story began, that is forgotten. It's only because we have not learned how to think properly. So, sa shakti karyayo tulya vyakta vyaktatva vedina. Therefore, this illusory nature of the air, that has to be established, that it is a product of Maya. This is the purpose. Whether it is Vyakta, Avyakta, there is not the purpose. Therefore, don't go into the wrong line of thinking. Sadasatva vivekasya prastutatva sachintyatam asato avantara bheda astam tachintayatra kim. So, sat asatva vivekasya prastutatvat. Now what are we discussing? We are discussing the difference between the Sat and Asat. Then the third factor came in between, and that is illusion. So now there are three things we are discussing. What is the Sat, reality? What is the Asat, unreal? And what appears in between? So we are all suffering never because of Sat, never because of Asat. We are suffering because of the illusions. And therefore, we have to clearly point out what is the position of the illusion in our experiences. And once we come to this conclusion that anything which is known or experienced through the sense organs, mind and the intellect falls in the category of illusion. And therefore, the sadhana will be easy. Sadhana will be that we have to give up our too much of trust on our sense organs, on our mind, on our intellect. But normally what happens? Like one gentleman, he introduced me before my lecture. And in that he said, Swamiji taught me, I have never seen that Mahatma in my whole life. Swamiji taught me, Gita tells, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. I was completely shaken. After everything was over, when we were taking tea, coffee, I asked him, I said, hey, where did I teach you? Swamiji, bolna padta hai. Imagine, he was teaching me. So, all right. Then, this word that you quoted, Manavya Manushanam, that is not in Gita. Not in Gita? Arey, mujhe bhi nahi malum. That means his ignorance is the authority of the wisdom. And further he said, didn't stop there. I thought all shlokas are only from Gita. Now imagine. Now such people, what can you talk to them? Therefore, here, what is the topic? That topic should not leave. Otherwise we get lost here and there. This is what is called a Shruti. Once there was one old man, very great musician in Mumbai, in Dadar. I don't remember his name. He was 91. And his birthday was being celebrated by his disciples. Because I am associated with this music organization, they invited me also. So I went. And then one or two people spoke something, and then they tried to sing, but they said, no, we don't sing before Guruji will sing. And at that 91 age, he performed so well, high classical one. And after that was over, then just to conclude, Swamiji, please bless him. Then I told, I said, look here, we are both on the same path. So people thought I know music. I said, do you know the difference as similarity between music and spirituality? In music, they are true to the Shruti. Kali Panch. If that is the main Shruti, then referring to that, they go sa re ga ma pa anichu par. If they do not follow that Shruti, it is called as apaswara. In the same manner, on the spiritual path, we have to follow the Shruti. Shruti Mata, the scriptures. If we don't follow the Shruti, we will go here and there. And therefore, authorities of knowledge as given in our scriptures or in our tradition is number one, Veda, Upanishad, etc. That is called Shruti Grantha. Then second is Smruti Grantha. There are 18 of them, in which Bhagavad Gita also is there. Then come the Puranas. There are also 18 Puranas. Then comes the Itihas. There are only two Itihas. Itihas means the books of history. History means his story is history. So there are only two books of history. One is Mahabharata, second is Ramayana. 4. And the fifth is the writings of the wise people. Santa Vangmaya. These are the 5 authorities of knowledge. Whatever we are thinking, whatever we are discussing, it must follow that discipline. If we start our own way, then we are apashruti. We are going the wrong way. And therefore, here this point has to be very distinctly understood. That whatever we think, whatever we argue, it should follow the Shruti, then it will lead to something constructive. Therefore, Sat Asatva Vivekasya Prastutatvat Savichantatam. Therefore, when we are discussing the difference between the Sat and Asat, that only we should think and discuss. And Asato Avantara Bheda Astam Tat Chintaya Atrakim. And that which doesn't exist, that means that which is illusion. How does it matter? See, there was a wise man, he was going somewhere. And there were 3 other wise men. They were together. Otherwise, people are always together. So, they were together. And they were discussing and arguing with each other. One said, I think this is the snake. The other said, no, man. This is a garland. The third said, no, this is a crack in the soil. 3 were arguing. I am right, I am right, I am right. Now the wise man was going, they called, hey man, you come here. Then say, see, I am telling, this is snake, this is say, this is this. But he doesn't listen. You tell what is the truth. At least you will know the truth. The wise man knew it is a rope. It is neither the snake, nor the dry garland, nor the crack in the soil. If he tells anything that you all are wrong, what will happen? 3 will come together and beat him. So what the wise man will do? Janan apihi medhavi jadaval logamachare. Immediately invoke my guru. I don't know. See, friends. Therefore, one should never get lost in any argument. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. To take care of his creation, he knows better. But we get lost and get unnecessarily into arguments. So, asato vantaram bhedaha astam tachintayatra kim. How does it matter? Somebody says the world is real. Okay, it is real. Chalo pakode khate, real. Somebody is not real. No, let's go for a walk. How does it matter? See? My one principle is there. Try that principle. The best way to disagree with anybody on any topic is to agree immediately. Follow this technique. Whatever your wife says, before she says yes, yes, she will get frustrated. "ठीक है, ठीक है." But you are not heard. I know what is there to hear. Therefore, asato avantar bheda astam. Let there be differences. We should not get unnecessarily involved. Sadvastu Brahma Sheshamsho Vayur Mithya Yathavyat Vasayitva Chiram Vayoho Mithyatvam Marutam Tyajet. In this manner, Sadvastu Brahma Iti Sheshta Amshaha and Vayu Mithya, like the space Yathavyat Vasayitva Chiram. Now we practice on this again and again. Now how do we practice? How do you practice about the space? Accommodate yourself in whichever space is available to you. And learn from the space. Space supports everything, doesn't get influenced by anything. That quality we take from the space. Big, small, don't worry about it. ऐसा ही है. Slowly, slowly, the surroundings will stop bothering you. And when the surroundings stop bothering you, then you can be with yourself. If anything is given freedom to disturb you, you are solely responsible. One day, someplace, one person asked me, Swami, that person came late and other people went and it was all chaos. You don't get disturbed. See, I tell you where it happened. This happened in Shirdi. We were having a retreat in Shirdi and they had invited me. So one public lecture, rest our retreat was there. So in a public lecture, people having tabla, peti and all bhajan kirtan, such a chaos, nobody know what is happening. And they put me, Swamiji, pravachan suru karo. Before whom? So I started. And when everything was over, one person, Swamiji, how did you talk? I said, you should tell me, how did I talk? No, not that way. It was such a chaos going on. How could you focus? I said, do you think I was talking to them? I was talking to myself. You have to take this firm resolution to yourself. Don't give freedom to anything or anybody to disturb you. Nobody has the right to disturb me. You may try your best. But we are like the shrub, that touch me not. If somebody says something, no. Just take life lightly. Otherwise, you will never be able to discover the truth. All those who are torturing their body, all those who are doing too much of thing, I will be observing 21 days fast. Why torture the body? By that, nothing is going to happen. You're still holding on to the body. Just maintain your health so that you become a fit instrument through which the God can express. The mic is produced by the producer, not for the purpose of the mic itself. Somebody is going to use this. In the same manner, we are produced by the Lord so that He can use us. So our only spiritual practice is we remain a fit instrument, and then He will choose us. What job He has to get through us. See? If we are a mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, That is the job. So do it perfectly, that's it. You don't have to leave anything and go into the jungle and get married again. No need. This is one principle you have to very clearly understand. In nature, which plant will grow properly, the nature decides, not the plant. In the same manner, which is the right kind of environment, place for our spiritual growth, there only we are placed. See, friends, but we think we are more smart than Bhagavan and then suffer thereafter. No. See, take the life of our Tukaram Maharaj. It is said, Tukaram Maharaj's wife was a terrible one. I don't have further comments. And yet, he had no complaints against him. Not even once. Because he has taken that as sadhana. Therefore, take every difficulty in life as spiritual examination. And we have to pass that examination. He said, no, no, I don't appear. No, you have to. There is no choice. You have to go through. And slowly you will come to discover your own abilities. You can achieve something better than what you think. It is for this purpose, in our scriptures, these various kinds of vratam is told. Two things we lack in general. One thing is self-confidence. Like the other day, I received one WhatsApp. Some boy somewhere wrote me about his love affair with a girl. Swamiji, she said like this and I said like this, but we like each other. But now when she said like that, I was having a doubt whether I should go ahead or not go ahead. Now imagine, you can't decide to whom to make food. See, friends. Then I wrote him, don't get married. Really? I said, yes. Anybody asking me before marriage, this is my advice. Those who come and ask me after marriage, I can only pray, oh God, sambhal lena. Advice is given before the accident, isn't it? After the accident, only prayers. See, friends. Why this happens? Because no confidence. We have to have confidence. And for that confidence building, all these vratas are told. So you are told, in the month of Kartik, you have to take cold water bath in the morning and do the puja. Cold water bath, it's a little bit warm. No, cold water bath. No, I don't think I can take. Nobody had to take. And then you start. And when you complete the whole month, hey, I have taken it. Confidence you are building. Similarly, I don't want to take sweet for 1 month. Then that day, all the best sweets come in your dining table. Then you tell, I am starting from tomorrow. See how deceptive we are. Therefore, discover your self-confidence. A person who doesn't have self-confidence cannot have faith in God. Faith in God expresses as self-confidence in our heart. What is the self-confidence? He is taking care of me, why worry? That is self-confidence. And the second thing is dependence. We all have these notions that without this I cannot, without this I cannot. I'll tell you about this one nice thing I played with one of my Swami friend. We had a retreat somewhere. He also came for the retreat. And one day we had a picnic on a nice big lake, and we hired the bus, a kitchen and everything, and we went there. So I told the organizer, I said, hey, this Swami, he's very good in Ramayana. You are hearing from me Vedanta all the time. Ramayana is so lovely. He sings very well and is very nice. But don't tell him now. When we reach there, you tell him. And he will ask you, no, I don't have the book. Therefore, you carry that small gudka, 50 copies, so that everybody has one in his hand. Okay? We reached there. And I said, hey, you do whatever you like. I'm going for a walk. I went away. Now, those people caught hold of him. Swamiji, we are listening to the Swami Vedanta all the time. Now you please tell us the Ramayana. No, actually, no, but we know you are very good in Ramayana. You sing also very well. No, see, but there is no book and all that. No, we have got the books. Now his rule was, before he goes for any katha, he will finish his yogasanas, he will finish his bath, he will finish his japa, he will do the puja of his whatever statue he had, and thereafter he will go for the katha. But there it was not possible. And he became so miserable and all that, but they were insisting. And after everything was over, when we came, he became, I know you have played this game. Lesser the dependence, happier you are. It is for that purpose this vratam is done. Like in Chaturmas, we are told we should not eat the onion, garlic and non-veg and should not drink, etc., etc. Then what we do? Before the onset of the Chaturmas, 1 week, onion in everything, including in coffee. Then 4 months with great difficulty. Kab khatam ho raha tomorrow? Okay. Next day, in the morning, there is onion paste. How much dependence? What we have to learn in life, these two things. Have confidence in yourself. And lesser the dependence, happier you are. It is for this purpose, all these things are being discussed. So, Sadvastu Brahma Shishtom Shaha Vayur Mithya Yatha Viyat Vasayitva Chiram Vayo Mithyatvam Mrutam Tyajet. So, when we say we have to discard the air and the space as illusion, means what? All the dependence on the worldly things. Use them, but don't be enslaved by them. Maintain your freedom. That is one of the reasons. Here you all have got separate rooms. This is the reason. If husband and wife stay in the same room, that poor wife has to suffer even after coming for the retreat. Morning that husband will get up, and normally the gents get up early, wives get up late. This is a universal phenomenon. So the husband will go to the bathroom and from there shout, where is the toothbrush? And this Maharani from, Dikta nahi kya? Unless in the morning get the banging, the day doesn't begin. See? So what you are doing at home, same thing here. No, because we have got only one suitcase. We are one soul in two bodies. जूते को अलग सेल होते हैं. Discover your independence. Learn. This is the meaning of Vanaprastha-ashram. In Vanaprastha-ashram, husband and wife should not stay together at all. Otherwise, the whole life goes only in the same thing, same thing. Vanaprastha means what? Preparation to depart to the forest. Vana is forest. Prasthana is to go. So Vanaprasthasam is a time when a person has to prepare to go to the forest. Therefore, we have thus discarded this space and the air as an illusion, and we are now established in the Sadvastu. Chintayet Vannime Appevam Maruto Nyunavartinam Brahmanda Varana Vishvesha Nyunadika Vicharana Vayor Dashamshato Nyuno Vannir Vayo Prakalpitaham Puranoktam Taratamyam Dashamshem Bhuta Panchake. So, like we are discarded now the air, now we go to the next step is the fire, Vanni, and here also 1/10 of the air is the Vanni, the fire, and it is also said in the scriptures that Puranoktam Taratamyam, in the Purana it is said that 1/10 of the air space is the air, 1/10 of the air is the fire, 1/10 of the fire is the water, 1/10 of the water is the earth. This is also said in the scriptures. Now we take the fire. Vanni Ushna Prakashatma Purvanugati cha Asti Vanni Nistatvaha Shabdavan Sparshavanapi. Now the fire has got its own quality. Vanni Ushnaha, heat is the quality. Now and Prakashatma and light. Light and heat, these are the original qualities of the fire. There also, the earlier four are included. Asti, fire is. Then Asti Vanni, Sanistatvaha. If the existence is removed, the Vanni, the fire cannot exist. Therefore, it's a Maya. Shabdavan, the quality of the space is the sound that is also in the fire. Therefore, that also makes a sound. And Sparshavan, the quality of the air is the sparsha, the touch. Therefore, it is also hot, etc. Sparshavan. Therefore, San, Maya, Vyoma, Vayu, Amshahi, Yuktahi, Asya, Agnehe, Nijo Gunaha, Rupam. In this manner, all these things plus the quality of the fire, Rupam, is there. In this manner, you have to solely separate existence and the fire, how they are separate from each other. And friends, discrimination is possible only if our intellect is not preoccupied with anything. A preoccupied mind cannot focus on the discrimination. Mind has to be totally free, alert, vigilant. Then only we can understand. Otherwise, after some time, okay, otherwise we are gaya. Immediately you enter the sleep. In this manner, after we are made Rupam Tatra Sataha Sarvam Anya Buddhya Vivicchatam. So slowly, we are separating the existence and space, then existence and air, the existence and fire. Now, why we are doing all these things? What is the purpose? Sato vivichite vanno mithyatve sativasite apo dashamshata nyuna kalpita iti chintayet. After you have come to this third, now the last two Mahabhutas are remaining. Now they are also to be discarded as illusions, and thereafter we will come to know that the whole world is made up of these five great elements. When the five great elements themselves are illusion, how the world created by them or out of them will be real. This is the purpose. See, friends. And it can happen only. Again and again we work on it. And how to work? That's what I told you. Space, air. Yes, sometimes you get little heat, little cold. It's okay. But little bit here and there, little heat, particularly the Westerners, those who lived in the Western world. If the temperature goes up and down by 0.001 degree Fahrenheit, Immediately they will put on the sweater. You can see in the flight, they put on sweater. And after some time, again they remove it. Whole day, like the Keralites. You know Keralites? Kerala is the most educated state, 100% literacy, but most backward. What is the reason? They don't work. Why they don't work? No time. What happened to their time? Busy, lungi, undoing, doing. No time. For the first time, when I was in Kerala, that was the most attraction for me. Anywhere you see, somebody is undoing, somebody is doing. Now, how can they work? Therefore, so in this manner, slowly get rid of all these wrong notions and be happy. Remaining part will take in the next session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.